Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Code drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go.
I'll be honest. Today, kind of a disappointing day.
Phil, your entire career is a disappointment.
And it's funny because we actually had a really good week up to now. Yeah.
What is your definition of a good week, Phil? Because you've barely earned anything this week.
Yesterday was actually
Everybody get
pretty good
ready
day.
to hear
It
how
was
this
really
is
good.
our problem. We
Here's
didn't
what's
give
going on.
Phil enough
Here's
money.
what's been happening.
He
this
has a
week,
horse to
okay?
support, don't you know?
So we'll have a stream, and we'll have good attendance, pretty good engagement, and then the support will be amazing. So we'll have like a whole goal hit of support, and then we'll have extra, okay?
Then why doesn't that extra count towards your night stream?
But this week, it has never been enough to hit a second goal on one stream.
Why do you need to hit 2 goals a day? How is $140 not enough for you? You don't need a second goal. Why not just have one goal, huh? Why not call it the daily goal? Why do you have to have 2 separate ones? I've never understood that about you.
So when we hit our goals, it counts as 1 towards the goals, and we've had up to 17 out of 20.
I love how you're still using PPP's milestone instead of actually trying to get a streak going because you know you can't.
20 this week. Then we'll have a stream where people will show up. We'll have decent engagement. We'll have support, but we'll be like this close to hitting a goal and we won't hit it.
Isn't that where you usually fake tip yourself to earn the trolls and prove to some fat guy online that you're better than him?
I mean, we've had streams where we're like $20 away and we don't hit a goal. Like, wow.
Phil, you ever think people do this to you purposely? To mess with you? Of course not. You've lost any critical thinking skills long ago.
Really? We're not going to hit a goal when we're that close. Yeah. So what's happened this week is, sadly, even though we've had great streams and overall this week has been great.
No, it hasn't, Phil. Quit lying. Why don't the other streams count towards the goal, Phil? The goal is completely arbitrary. You set the goal.
I mean, we had an insanely good GTA 4 night where there was all kinds of subs and stuff gifted. We've had streams that have been above and beyond. Those are only counting like once or twice towards the goal. And then others.
Phil, exactly why does your audience need to pay to watch you eat fast food, and then they have to pay you even more when you're eating the fast food? How is that a reward again? Oh, that's right, I'm sorry. Because other YouTubers make eating videos, so that must mean that it's okay, right? Just have one goal. Why do you need 2? Call it the daily goal. Why am I better at your job than you?
I mean, we had an insanely good GTA 4 night where there was all kinds of subs and stuff gifted. We've had streams that have been above and beyond. Those are only counting like once or twice towards the goal. And then other streams aren't counting and it evens out. So now here we are. And today we started at 17 out of 20 goals hit. For us to do DSP Tries It tomorrow, I had to hit goals every single stream. I had to hit goals on today's Mafia finale stream, tonight's Donkey Kong Bonanza stream, and tomorrow's Suikoden 2 HD stream. Today, there was no podcast because
Well, that's where you're wrong, Phil. You should have the podcast because that's what your audience likes. They like watching you do the drama. They like watching you seethe. That's why you always get so much support on your podcast, but then your gameplay streams are dead.
I wanted to ensure that we beat Mafia. The good news is we beat Mafia, and I recorded a review of Mafia.
Phil, I would trust IGN's review of Mafia over yours. Your opinion means nothing.
Which is now live on the channel and is my highlighted video on the channel. So if you are interested in my overall thoughts about Mafia after having fully beaten it, including its length, its gameplay elements, Is the game good even though it doesn't have side content?
Why would you even want side content? You would just complain that the game is taking too long to beat and that you're not earning enough money from it. And then we would just get another wage quit.
All the questions people kept asking me during the playthrough.
You're always saying that. Who is this everyone? I've seen your chats. There was no demand for a Mafia review. Who is this everyone? Is it your horse? Is it Jasper? Because I don't know who they are, Phil. Phil, is everyone in the room with you right now? Phil, blink twice if you need help, Phil.
Your answer. The review is live, uploaded and highlighted as a channel highlight, and the highlighted video on the channel if you just come to the channel, okay? So thank you for that. Give it a look. Then we did a Chill with Phil 30 to 40 minute Q&A session.
Why do you still do Q&A sessions? You have like 5 fans. How many more questions could they honestly have for you? You're not that interesting of a person.
Where I actually just hung out and just talked with the audience, okay? Did we do good? We did. $120. But we didn't hit the goal. And that's the problem. Now what?
Yes, that's the problem. $120 isn't good enough for you. That's the problem. It's not that you didn't hit the goal. It's that $120 isn't good enough for you. Remember that, Phil. It's our fault, isn't it, Phil? It's our fault you didn't hit the goal. It's always our fault. It's never your fault. No. No. Just like it's the game's fault.
Why didn't we hit the goal? It's very simple. A lot of people didn't like Mafia. As I said, the entire time we've been playing Mafia, the old country, a lot of people felt that Mafia is a game that needed more content or more than just monster amounts of story because it's...
That's because you provide absolutely nothing to story-based games. You're either sitting there with a blank stare or you're going, oh wow, oh jeez.
Too many cutscenes and too much stuff going back to back. And I understand that. I just wish that people's mentality were a little different. I think what's happened is people have been conditioned in the last decade to want games with insane amounts of content. So even if I'm playing a narrative-based game, they can't even stand it. Oh my God, it's still cutscenes. Ah, then they freak out and they leave.
And that's the game's fault, isn't it, Phil? It's never the streamer's fault. No.
Today, attendance for Mafia was not good. Seriously, it wasn't. It was very low attendance for Mafia's conclusion because people just apparently were under the impression the game is bad. Truth is, the game was not bad. The game wasn't amazingly great either. It landed somewhere in the middle.
Well, it's because the streamer's not good. The streamer's bad. The streamer does not lend somewhere in the middle.
You can learn about that if you watch my review of it.
Hello, Refrigerator. What's your opinion on Mafia? Yeah, that opinion seems more worth it than yours, Phil.
Yeah, it is disheartening that I know that the game playthrough was decent and people just didn't show up. So it was actually good that we made what we did. Making $120 on a stream that had low attendance is actually really good. So whoever did show up to that stream and supported, thank you. But we didn't hit a goal.
I love how he thanks you, and then in the same breath chastises you. Thank you for giving me money, but, you didn't give me enough money.
So, tonight's late stream, Donkey Kong Bonanza heading into the end game. How do you think that went?
Terrible, just like everything else you do.
At this point, Donkey Kong Bonanza is just the game that won't end.
That's kind of the point, though, isn't it, Phil? It's a spiritual successor to Donkey Kong 64, and that game is notorious for being overly long.
It's a game that endlessly continues. No matter how much I play it, no matter how much I try to turbo through it, we're still playing it.
You ever think it takes you forever to complete the game just because you're bad? I've never seen a grown man fail at a child's game so much. You died in the tutorial. That just scares me. That just scares me. I didn't realize someone could be so incompetent.
Right now, okay, we're 17 parts in. After tonight, we'll be 19 parts in. If you actually do the math, the playthrough is actually something around 25 plus hours, and we still haven't beaten it. It just keeps going.
It's kind of like you, Phil. You just keep going. We don't know how you're still here. Well, we know how. Some trolls do like to tip you just for fun. And because detractor channels like myself make videos about you, which gets attention to your channel ever so slightly and keeps you in the zeitgeist. Face it, Phil, without people like me, you're nothing.
And I'm not doing every piece of side content. In fact, tonight, you'll see I skipped a lot. I had enough. I was like, I just want this game to be done with. It's too much tonight. I hate to say it. The game tried, but failed to interest me. You know, there was the first world we were finishing up from last time was the musical world, and we just had to do the finale of that world, and it was very brief. And then we went right to the next layer. Which
I like how confused he is about the layers. Like he has no idea what fast food is, and he has no idea what a game level is. Supposed everyman gamer, man. Can't understand what a video game level is. Just astonishing.
was a food layer where everything is related to like fast food, like burgers and fries and stuff like that. Just fryer oil everywhere. Okay, fine. Except the new gameplay element added is just you have to throw salt.
Phil, you should be very, very adept at throwing salt. You do it to your audience every day.
At acid to make it dissipate, and that's it. Problem is, it doesn't work right.
Neither do you, but please continue, Piggy.
You can literally have a block of salt in your hand and throw it directly at the acid where you want it to go, and it does nothing.
I love that face. He's just so confused at the most basic of concepts.
So sometimes you have to do it 2, 3 times to get it to work.
Oh no, bugged salt mechanics. That's real interesting, Phil. Another bug mechanic, huh? You didn't do anything wrong. You did everything correct.
Frustrating because now you have to backtrack to grab the salt from another area and then throw it again. Like, what are they doing? Why? We're this late in the game. We're at layer 1500 out of 1700. There's only 1700 layers, so 2 more worlds and we're done. Why is the game mechanic not work right? In addition, we're done learning new transformations.
No, Phil. You are not done learning new transformations. This isn't even your final form yet. Once Ryan leaves and you get real desperate, then we'll see your final transformation.
So there's nothing new being added besides, oh, hey, throw salt at acid. That's it. The entire other thing is like, keep digging, keep getting the bananas, keep getting the... There's nothing new. So it's really boring. In fact, they reused a boss. They completely do a boss you've already beaten a second time tonight. Frustrating stuff. And then, after beating this entire big part of the world, oh, there's a sub-layer. Oh, no, it's the end of the game. We don't want sub-layers anymore. We want to see the end of the game. Why are you extending the pain? Nintendo, why are you extending the pain?
Extending the pain. You call it extending the pain. Phil, I don't know if you've ever played a video game before, but what tends to happen when you reach the end of a game, that's when the game throws everything it has at you. It's called a finale. Dumbass.
The problem is Nintendo did not pace this game well at all. They just did not. They should have had stages that had new innovations and things that felt cool.
You would have no idea what to do with a new innovation, except for piss and moan and cry like you always do. Pathetic.
Like again, I know I keep making this comparison. When you play Super Mario Odyssey, right? One stage is the jungle stage. One stage, you're in a city, right? One stage, it's like Dark Souls.
There it is. It's like Dark Souls. Everything in life is Dark Souls, Phil. Is that correct?
Crazy how different the stages are, right? And each one introducing new hat transformations and things that are unique and cool. In this game, it's not like that. In this game, sadly, when you get to a new world, like, okay, what's the new element? Oh, acid. Okay, you do it a couple times. All right, fine. But the rest of the stage is identical. Just try to get through it. Not good. And I'm frustrated because guess what? Low attendance, low support, yet again.
As always, we're not giving you enough money. Phil, it's the streamer. I can only tell you that so many times, but I know you'll never get it in your head.
Which I knew would happen, which is why I want this game to be over. But when you've invested 25 hours into it, I want to get to the end of it. I want
This
to be
is
able to
completely
review it.
arbitrary, and you know it. You can stop playing any game anytime you want. You have wage quit games right at their end before. So if you don't want to play Donkey Kong Country, you don't have to play it.
You can't do that until the game ends, and it won't end. It just keeps going and going. Like, oh my Lord, I'm losing my mind trying to play this thing. Now, do we have horrible support? No.
You made over $100. I would call that insane support. I would call that great support. But of course for you, because you didn't hit some arbitrary 150 goal, it doesn't matter, does it, Phil? No, you need that extra 20 bucks, because without that extra 20 bucks, how are you gonna pull them Hogans? Pfft, 120? That's only worth 3 Hogan pools. I need 4 Hogans. Rest in peace, by the way, Hulkster.
But we didn't hit the goal. So guess what?
Guess what, Phil? Guess what? What, Phil? Your horse can't eat? You can only order DoorDash 3 times today instead of 4 times? Please tell me, Phil. What is the travesty of you losing a whole 20 bucks? I would certainly love to know.
Tomorrow is my final streaming day of the week. Like I told you guys at the beginning, this is a shorter week. I have
You have 2 streams every day, unless you're doing a quote-unquote marathon, which is just your 2 streams back to back, so I don't exactly know why one would call it a marathon.
The first stream will be the Level 1 podcast, where we're going to cover this Pokemon announcement event, supposedly. This Silk Song announcement event, supposedly. So if we find videos and things to react to, I will react to those on the podcast tomorrow morning.
You mean you're going to get on Twitter and read basic comments and pretend like you actually did something, right?
And we'll have a chill
You
show
don't
as
know
usual.
what a chill show is. Tell me, Phil. Is a chill show sitting there saying you need money? Is a chill show sitting there demanding your fans for more and more? Sounds pretty stress-inducing to me.
It is Suikoden 2 HD continuing. We started this yesterday, had a great time with it, but we didn't hit a goal. So if we didn't do it the first time, what makes you think we're going to do it the second time, right?
Which means that the game must be wage critted, right, Phil? You didn't hit that arbitrary goal. Never mind the fact that people supported it while you were playing it. No, you have to hit that arbitrary goal, because then you can't have DoorDash. And then your audience doesn't get to see you stuff your fat face.
Right? So I wish.
And I
that we
wish you would
but
go away and never return, but we never get our wishes, do we, Phil?
But it is what it is. So likely tomorrow first stream, we're not going to hit a goal. I hope we do. Maybe it'll be a miracle and some people will come by and support, but I'm not counting on it. Okay.
Phil, you'd think after 15 years of constantly begging, you would be able to do this more subtly and more gracefully, but it's like you just get worse and worse. It's amazing. You never improve. You never get better. It's just astonishing.
Tomorrow night's late stream is Thursday Night Fights, Capcom versus SNK2.
What happened
I'm
to
gonna try
Friday
to-
Night Fights, Phil? What happened to Friday Night Fights? What if I can't make it Thursdays, huh? Ah, I'm a paying customer. Kind of.
To do a challenge set against my old friend Cat.
You have friends. No. You have people that you use for content. You don't have friends.
Supposed to do this like a month ago, and it all fell through. We tried to do it again. We're hoping we can make it work this time. He's insanely good at CVS too, like ridiculously good.
Your word means nothing. As far as I know, this guy's trash.
He's beaten some of the best. He actually beat John Choi before and other people, so he's really one of the best. And He's probably going to
Phil,
beat me.
Review Tech's blind daughter could beat you. It's not that big of a feat.
Even if I play him and it's a good match and I learn something, then it's worth it, right? I just don't know how the connection's going to be, and I'm worried about that because he still lives on the East Coast and I live on the West Coast.
Haven't even played yet, and you're already blaming your loss on the connection. Alright guys, check off that free space on your bingo card, and thanks for playing. Phil, this isn't the 90s. We are more than capable of connecting two gaming consoles across the country.
It may be awful, but we're going to try to do that and then more ranked gameplay. Likely it's going to end up having to be all on PS5 because no one plays this game on PC anymore.
You own it on both, and so does your little friend. You two decide where you can play it. It does not matter, but okay.
So there you go. The final streams of the week. Level 1 podcast, Suikoden 2, CVS 2. Not the kind of stuff that I'm probably going to be hitting and exceeding goals. Maybe I'll hit a goal or two, but there's no way we're going to hit 3 goals on that first stream and do DSP
Phil,
Tries
you
It.
don't need to hit any goals to do DSP Tries It. That's completely in your head. You just want more money. Why do you need to hit the goal to buy some fast food? That's just what I don't understand, Phil. Please explain that to me.
You might say, well, it's not a big deal. Just do it on Sunday. We need 3 goals. Do you really think we're going to hit 3 goals tomorrow? Probably not. So I'm off Friday, Saturday. When I come back Sunday, we're probably not doing it again. And this is what's frustrating is overall, this has not been a bad week. I want to reiterate this. It's been a good
This
week.
was frustrating. I like how at the end of every week, it's always a good week, but during every show, it's always a bad show. Okay, Phil. Okay. Whatever you gotta tell yourself, bud.
Really? We got through a lot of games, right? We finished Mafia. We're done with Death Stranding 2. We're almost done with Donkey Kong. And we're going to be doing the DLC for GTA 4 soon, which is awesome, right? All that was accomplished this week. We've had many streams where we exceeded goals and stuff, but the way it just lined up, again, having a stream where you exceed a goal, but you don't hit
You
a second,
haven't made
so it
enough
doesn't count.
money yet, have you, Phil? You've exceeded goals, but you still don't have enough. I don't know why you guys just don't pay Phil more. I mean, he sits there all day with that blank duh face. The man needs his money. Give him his money! Why doesn't the money carry over, Phil? Why? If it exceeds on one stream, it should carry over to the next stream. How much money do you think your audience has? You have 12 people.
Then the next stream, you almost hit the goal, but it doesn't count. It sucked. Like, dead to rights, we should have been at 20 goals already. But it just didn't work out that way, okay? So, I want you guys to understand, I'm not frustrated at you at
You
all.
are completely frustrated at your audience. You see this as 100% their fault. Because it can never be your fault. It's the game's fault, or it's the audience's fault for not contributing enough.
It's been a great week. It just sucks that this is why we can't do DSP Tries It, all right? Tomorrow, maybe a miracle will happen and we'll do it. But
Phil,
if not,
let's be honest. Your entire career at this point is a miracle.
it's not the end of the world. But I do hope you will attend the podcast because that's going to be a great one with me reacting to this new stuff for new games. And, of course, if you stick around for Suikoden 2, it's a great game. I really love it. It's near and dear to my heart, one of my favorite RPGs of all time. I would love to hit a goal playing it. We'll see. All right? And we'll go from there. And I hope you'll be there for CVS 2 as
If you
well.
attend the podcast, please pay me for the podcast. If you attend the day stream, please pay me for the day stream. And if you stick around for Kodo 2, please pay me for that as well. It's never enough.
Thank you guys for a great week. Let's have a good ending to it tomorrow. Okay? All right, everybody. And by the way, I really, really sincerely hope the next stream of Donkey Kong is the last one. I don't want to play it
Then
anymore.
don't play it. Wage quit already. You know you want to. I don't know why you pretend like you play every game fully when you've rage quit like 10 games this year alone. What's wrong with you?
You get to the point where it's like, dude, this is too long.
Your career has been too long.
They really made this game drag out too far. There's nothing new going on that's interesting anymore. It should
Going on too long, nothing interesting happens. It's probably what Kat thinks about your sex life.
be over, and it's not. They effed it up. So it is what it is, but maybe we'll beat it next week. We'll see. I hope so. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a good night. See you tomorrow. Peace out.
Which would mean we're done with our little gathering as well. Thank you for joining me, and a special thank you to Snort Hogan. I must say, editing my first ESP video has given me a newfound respect for you. I don't know how you've done it for so many years. Thank you, Mr. Snortman. And remember, drink your butterfly venom. There's always another cow.